everybody. Welcome back to Living Life with Miss Faye. I'm out in the garden today, and I'm going to show you some things that will help you along your weight loss journey. That's what we're into right now. And I see a lot of people out here are trying to, slim down a bit. Now, you might not want to get as slim as I am, but this is my goal. But your goal may be just to lose some weight. And on this four-tier sugar diet, you can modify it to your own lifestyle. If you only just want to lose some pounds or to eat healthier, it's the same thing, because on this plan, I'll give you healthy meals that you can eat that are satisfying and that is tasty, but you can lose weight in the process. All right. Now, I just wanted to let you know that on the four-tier sugar diet, uh, if you decide to go that way, the sugar is what resets your taste and also starts to detoxify your body, which you want. You want to clean everything out and then start anew. And when you finally get to eating your vegetables and going on to your protein and all like that, you will find that your taste has changed. It's like starting over, a new way of eating, and you won't have those cravings because your taste has changed. When I was growing up, I didn't even like vegetables, but now I really can appreciate them. As a matter of fact, I look forward to them, and I'm not stressing out because I'm not eating red meat. All right, sometimes it's very difficult for you to stop eating red meat until you try this plan and change your diet. Change the way that you eat. Change your taste where you won't crave to have that meat. Today, before we go into breakfast, I wanted to come out and pick some of my oregano because I'm going to show you how I dry it. Okay? Okay, here we go. Now, I know probably a lot of you grow herbs in your garden and that kind of thing, and you don't really know what to do with them once they grow. So what I do, I'll come out and clip a bit. In my garden, I don't get a lot of sun, but I'm sure if I got a lot more sun out here, these plants would just be overflowing. But for me, they do pretty good. I'm blessed. I'm happy. And I try to get this oregano. You see, it's trying to bloom right here. I don't think that's a good thing. I try to get it before it starts blooming. Okay, so let's cut some of this. And I love working in the garden. I get a great satisfaction out of coming out here, and I love seeing stuff grow. So, it's a double bonus. And, you can buy these herbs in the store, but tell you the truth, when you add them straight from your garden, they taste, the taste is different. The taste is fresher and better. All right. So here's the oregano, and it smells absolutely wonderful. So we're going to go in. Let's pull this out so we can have more before the season is over. So here's our oregano. So let's go inside, have some breakfast, and then I'm going to show you how I dry these herbs. Okay? Here we go. Okay, here we are back inside. And here is the oregano that we picked from the garden. So while we make our breakfast, let's soak this so that we can clean it. And then I'll show you how I dry it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just put this in some water, some soapy water to clean it up, rinse it off. dry it out, and then it'll be ready to go in the machine, okay? The thing that I like about growing your own herbs is that you don't have any pesticides in it. You know how you grew your herbs, so you don't have to worry about a whole lot of things added to it or the way that it's grown. You know it's grown healthy, and from nature sunshine, you'll get all the vitamins and minerals that you need from your herbs. So whenever possible, I like to grow my herbs. You may not be in an area where you can grow all of your herbs, but the herbs that you can grow, it's best to grow them in your garden and then dry them. So let's get on with our breakfast, and then I'll show you about the herbs, okay? Now, today's breakfast is going to be strawberries. I got some of these jumbo blueberries and some strawberries. And I put my strawberries and my blueberries in a mixture of water, baking soda, and vinegar. And that kills all of the bugs or whatever may be in the fruit. I don't trust fruit just because I get it out of the supermarket or whatever. You want to make sure there's no bugs or anything in it. So make sure that you rinse them well. Just let them soak. I let mine soak in about 15 minutes, maybe longer, and until I'm satisfied that they're clean. And let's rinse them off and get them started. Okay, so now since we have them clean and drained, we're going to take out our magic bullet. Now, if you don't have a blender, I think this is a great little handy one. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's the magic bullet, and this one is easy to use, easy to store, and it comes with several of these cups with different sort of blades, and you get a couple of these spinners that have a different sort of blade in there that will either chop or whip or do whatever you need it to do. And I'll leave a link in the description. You can get this right from Amazon, and you're going to need it, especially if you're changing the way that you eat. All right, because you're going to steer away from processed foods, and fast foods are definitely out. You're going to make your own because it's going to be healthier. It's going to make you look great and feel great. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, on this plan, your skin texture will change. You'll start to glow. You'll start to look younger and feel younger. So you don't want to miss out. All right, so let's pour in what we got here. Okay, let's get our gloves on. Okay, here we go. Let's put we're just going to make enough for our breakfast. So I put about 6 strawberries in here. And then I put about a half a cup of the blueberries. And I don't know if you can see these blueberries, but they're the huge ones, the jumbo ones. I don't know, but I really like the bigger ones. All right, so I want to add some lemon juice. So let's just cut up a lemon. And I believe last time I showed you this little handy item. If you don't have it, again, the link is in the description. Put some lemon juice in there. Let's put a half a cup of orange juice in here. And let's put an 1/8 cup of sugar. All right, so we don't want to make it too sweet. Okay, let's put it over here. And let's see what we got. All right, let's go. Whip it up. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, let's taste it. That's really good. This is the magic bullet. I use it every day, especially to make my breakfast because, for me, although I'm in maintenance now, in the morning, I eat on the sugar plan. I eat sugar, and then I'll eat my dinner from tier 2, 3, maybe a little 4. All right. But you start your plan with the sugar. Mm, that's good. One good thing about this magic bullet, you get these cups. Then you'll get tops for the cups. So you can just store this in your refrigerator. And tell you the truth, it tastes great cold. And with that smoothie, if you want it to be more frosty, you can drop in some ice cubes, stir it up in your blender, and make yourself more of a shake kind of thing. But you're going to love this magic bullet. It absolutely would do everything. Make sweets, smoothies, all kind of dishes and sauces. I tell you, I use mine all the time. So if you don't have a blender already, check this one out. Now, after I wash my herbs, and some herbs is going to be harder, but just take your time, wash them, dry them out. You just take some paper towels and dry them out just like that. All right. Now, this is how we dry them. With this right here, this dehydrator. Now, if you're like me and you like to grow your herbs and all of that, and I realized that you can dry your herbs in the oven, and I started off doing that, but I found that once I got this, the herbs are crisper, they don't lose their flavor, and they look better. When you dry them in the oven, they get like a darker kind of texture, almost like they're being cooked. And I didn't like that. So I got this dehydrator. And I'm glad I did with this one. Now, what happens with this? The top comes off. And you can see through the top so you can see what's going on beneath. And then it has all of these layers. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So you can put your herbs on each level. Okay? So what I do, because my oregano is stringy and it doesn't have really huge leaves on it, what I like to do is just leave them on the vine, put them in here just like this. And because you have so many trays, just put them on one tray, then put some more on another tray, like that. Okay. And if you have other herbs from your garden that you want to add to this, well, then you can put them on the trays above. I find this is like, you don't have to put a lot of thought in it. It's very easy to use. You just put your herbs on here. Just like that. And these other trays, just stack them up. Just like that. And then just cut it on and let it do its thing. You can come back later and check on them and see how dry they are. But it usually takes a couple of hours. It's according to how many herbs that you have in here. about how long it would take. But one day I filled it up. You know, I had basil and some dill, mint, all in one go. And what I did, I found these cute little jars at Walmart. And what I did, I would dry my herbs and see how fresh and green they look. Different from when you dry them in the oven, they turn dark. But when you dry them in here, they're just as fresh. And they smell incredible. Incredible. Doesn't lose any flavor when you dry it in this dehydrator. And parsley, I use a lot of this. Parsley, again, look at the color. Fantastic. Sage, same thing. So any of these herbs that you don't grow in your garden, you can get them at the grocery store or at the farmer's market. You know, the farmer's market has these herbs like in batches. So you get it there, you come home, you wash them up, you put them in your dehydrator. Get yourself some of these cute little spice jars. Put your name on it. You can make the spice jars any way you want them, as creative as you want to. But you have good, rich, flavorful spices to use. And this will enhance your cooking in this plan. Okay, here it is. This is the Nesco food and jerky dehydrator. So, you know, I don't eat red meat, and I'm not going to advocate that you get this to make red meat, but on this plan, I will be giving you some recipes how you can imitate the taste of meat. All right, and that will be coming. But on this, I love this machine. You see, it's not too loud, and it does the job. Prepare and preserve. You get 5 drying trays with this. Now, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get the magic bullet and you can get this dehydrator. And you can have it very soon. So any of you who are inspired enough to grow your own herbs outside because you want to enhance your eating experience and move away from processed foods and foods that are not good for you, look into these investments. And that's what they are. They're investments into your health. I hope that I've showed you something today that can help you on your weight loss journey and help you to improve your health, because that's the main thing. A lot of illnesses today is caused by the foods that you are eating, not just for losing weight. I mean, you know, this is why I started the sugar plan, because it worked for me. I lost a whole dress size just like that. I said, wait a minute, other people ought to know about this. And plus, I see that it's a plan that you can actually live on. Now, don't forget, my recipe book is out. And again, here it is. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get it. And in the recipe book, you will find recipes for tier 1, for tier 2, tier 3, and for tier 4. Now, again, if you decide that you are serious about your health and your well-being, then you need to change the way that you eat. I hope that I've said something today that can help someone. I thank you so much for joining me. Good health to all of you, and I really hope to see you next time.